Welcome everybody back to the 5-7 podcast. It is I, Mike Salinas, joined once again by the P, the R, the E. His name is Pre. What's going on, my man?
What's going on, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing excelente. Just hanging, banging, slanging, doing my thing, my man.
Good. How's your workout going, man?
Workout's doing terribly.
Oh God, this is becoming an alarming trend for you.
You know what? It's been going completely off course. It's been a bad trend. You're absolutely correct. I've done it here and there sporadically. You know, I work out 1 to 2 times a week, and it's not getting up to my 4 days a week, which I'd like to be at. But I don't know, man. Waking up has been a struggle. I've got a lot of things going on, just in the average workday life. You know, the casual 9-to-5er is tearing me down, man. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah, but you put extra hours in there too.
Yeah, I'm actually painting that picture fairly nicely. I would say it's more of a 9 to 7 for me, but that's neither here nor there.
Sure.
But yeah, man, it's good to have you back. It's been a while. It's been a week. Obviously, we're here every Monday and Thursday for all you ladies and gentlemen out there. In case you forgot, don't forget. Don't you ever forget, because we're back. We're back, and we're bringing something very nice and sweet. So I was telling you something off the air. I've been interested in. I'm a huge conspiracy theory guy. Huge. I've always been into like 9/11, Princess Diana, moon landing, JFK, all that stuff, man. I think it's awesome. I just look into it. I like getting YouTube videos, like reading up on stuff. But I found a really huge, interesting one that it threw me completely through a loop the other day. Are you ready for it?
I want to hear it. Yeah, I want to hear it.
So
I'm quiet because I'm like sitting here with excitement.
I'm coming in hot. I'm coming in hot with this one, ladies and gentlemen. You may have not all heard this one yet, but I'm bringing it to you live here on the 5-7
With a couple Barbados?
With a couple Barbados. I'm coming at you guys. So there is a conspiracy theory out there that actually Katy Perry is John Bonet.
What?
So
you got to be kidding me.
So timelines match up correctly. And whether here nor there, I think she was killed, I believe, presumably in Christmas of 1996. But basic things, if you line up the pictures, you line up a bunch of different things, they are kind of similar looking. And there is an idea, there's a thought. This is completely crazy, and I don't believe this. Okay, I don't. But it's kind of interesting, you know. I find it. That's what I'm here for, man. I'm a conspiracy theory guy. I like it. It's cool. That possibly Katy Perry could be Jean Bonnet, and why they would fake the death and why would they do these things, I don't know. I have no idea what the game to that would be.
Well. Was there did they get a life insurance payout for John Benet Ramsey?
I think they did.
Well, then that's reason enough right there.
But yeah, I have no idea what exactly went into it. But I know, I think it's been so long. We're talking 1996. We were both in our early teens. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm not really even sure.
Thanks for reminding us how long ago it was.
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea what even went on in that case. I mean, Tupac died like 6 months later, so this is kind of where we stood, or actually 6 months earlier. But
no, you said 1990. He died in like September 1996, right?
September 13th, 1996. You are absolutely correct, my friend.
I was at football practice. That was a Saturday.
Wow, you even knew the day? It's a Saturday. Is that confirmed?
I knew. Yeah, it was.
You knew it was a Saturday?
Yeah, it should be confirmed. Look it up. I think we played Morton the day before.
I don't know if my finger has enough clicks to get back that far. But I'm trying. As you can hear me clicking profusely, I'm going back in time to 1996 of September. You know, I can't. I'm on 2010 right now. I can't go back that far. But you're saying this is a Saturday. You're saying September 13th, 1996 is a Saturday.
Yeah, well, the day that he died.
That's the day he died. freaking things. It's funny. You come up with and the first thing you come up with is Tupac Shakur.
Or you know what? It might be the day after. It's when I found out. So it might be September 14th, the day after that I found out. But I think the 13th was maybe a Friday. Yeah, it had to have been a Friday.
Yeah, it was a Friday because it was a Friday. It was a Friday the 13th. Because I was, we were in the car picking up my brother from college.
And oh my gosh! So what was that ride home like with you and your brother, knowing that Tupac was shot or Tupac died?
I was mysteriously heartbroken in the back seat, because nobody nobody really knew I loved Tupac. I mean, I loved him because I got all his tapes, I got all his music. We were like 13 years old, and I thought he was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, coming back, I was in the back seat, and my mother would always say, that music was, the language was just terrible. She didn't want me to listen to that kind of stuff. But I couldn't stop. I could not stop it.
I think that's common with our generation, though, because our generation was the one who was listening to our generation, and like the generation right before ours, was listening to the gangster rap. Well, the gangster rap came out like pretty much during our time.
See, this is the interesting thing about the generations, right? Is that our parents and that age demographic, they told us our music sucked. We shouldn't listen to it. But nowadays, the adults are trying to listen to the kids' music. It's like going backwards. Like they're liking the Post Malones and the other crap that's out there.
I don't listen to that shit.
The mumble rap. I'm not saying particularly you because you don't have a child that's middle-aged, but I'm saying like someone that's in the 40s or 50-year-olds, they're actually liking the younger stuff. They're liking the Drake. They're liking the younger music because they're trying to grip on something.
Champagne Poppy?
The Champagne Poppy. Yes. Yeah, man. So it's weird. Times have changed.
So speaking, okay. So are we moving off of that Katy Perry, JonBenet Ramsey?
Yeah, it doesn't hold a ton of weight. I'm just saying it.
Do you want to move on to this? Friday the 13th, Tupac. I'm sure there's got to be a conspiracy theory for that.
He's still alive, man. So they say, if you want to go conspiracy deep on this for 1 second, his aunt lives in Cuba, I want to say. Mm-hmm. And so once he did fake his death. Orlando Anderson did not kill him. He actually rolled off to Cuba with his one of his aunts. And they're still actually, because I do believe that she's the last person that has any stake in his estate or something to that nature. So why would this person that's randomly in like Cuba or another country have a host of his stake and all whatever the money that's still coming in? Because I'm sure he's making millions still. He's probably made. Actually, he has made more money since he's died since he was alive.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, man. I remember when All Eyes on Me came out. I think I was in 7th grade. And that was like his biggest CD at the time.
Yeah, it was. I was a big Me Against the World fan.
Yeah,
but All Eyes on Me was a huge hit. That was his first Death Row album, his first of many. But I don't blame you for liking it, man. He had some good tracks in there. Double disc. They don't make them like that no more.
I didn't like All Eyes on Me at first. I mean, I liked California Love, but I didn't like the All Eyes on Me song at first. It wasn't until I got older that I liked it.
You fell in love with those lyrics, man.
Yeah, man, it was out the chain. Because I was a beat guy. When I was younger, I was a big beat guy. But like as time went on, man, I like listened to the words, and I love the words, especially with Mussolini on there. Yeah,
when you were younger, you had a thing for Biggie and P. Diddy and stuff.
Yeah, I did. I
don't know why.
It was all right. I mean, it was.
I like them. They're cool.
That Life After Death was. I thought the Life After. I liked one song on there.
That was a great album, though.
Yeah, and what was his? Was it Juicy? Wasn't that his main?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I thought that was tight too.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Biggie.
If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, we can't say the rest of that, but yes, you're absolutely correct. So you were talking about we were having a good time. That reminds me of happy beginnings. That reminds me of happy endings. Like my boy Robert Kraft's in the news this year.
My God.
Or today. For having a happy ending on the day of the AFC Championship game. Is this newsworthy? Is this really newsworthy, guys?
I thought he was dating somebody.
I think he is dating somebody, a younger woman that's a lot younger than him.
Yeah.
But who gives a rat's ass? I mean, okay, yeah. There is some human trafficking violations that are in place, and I'm sure the people that he did receive fellatio from may not even have a green card.
I can't believe, obviously for human trafficking reasons, obviously this is very important.
Sure.
But that's why it should be important. It shouldn't be because, oh, God, Robert Kraft got caught, getting a happy ending. It should be human trafficking was found at this location,
Right.
I think the problem is this. Right. I think the problem is the story, not necessarily the person. I mean, I don't know. Unless he was getting, fellatio from, a 16-year-old girl or something.
Right. And for those of you that aren't aware or have been sleeping under rocks, Robert Kraft is the owner of the New England Patriots, who are the Super Bowl champions this past year.
He's got a pretty clean reputation.
Yeah, he does. And it seems like every year, man, the Patriots are getting hammered with something new after they win something.
Yeah.
Whether it's Spygate, whether it's Deflategate, whether it's Happy Ending Gate, it's something new is coming at them. And trust me, I am not a Patriots fan by any means, but it seems a little conspired to some degree as we go on conspiracy theories.
There you go.
But I think there's definitely someone that has some sort of in to, mess them up.
Yeah, man. Now that I think about it, I don't care even less that it's, that it's him, and that the media portrays things, however that they want to do it, and it's pretty disconcerting that all that you're hearing about is that it's Robert Kraft.
Mm-hmm.
So what did they do? What did they do with the place or the location? Did they shut it down, or was there some kind of a sting operation?
To my knowledge, it's business as usual the next day.
Wow.
So, I'm totally kidding. I have no idea.
Okay.
But I really don't know. But I do know that they gave details on what went on because there were cameras inside the place. So they on TMZ has reported there's fellatio going on, and the fact that they've actually reported that Robert Kraft gave one of the women a $100 bill, and the second bill he gave her was undisclosed. They weren't sure what was on it. So for all we know, he could have gave her $101 to give him a fellatio, for lack of better terms. We really don't know what really happened, but it was something to the there was no intercourse. This was a fellatio job. But it's crazy that the fact that they have cameras in there and they found them, and this is an Asian run
shit
masseuse or massage parlor.
No kidding.
I mean, but
I'm completely surprised that it was an Asian run.
So are you saying that in you're not surprised?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, no. That's usually the story. It's always these Asian places, these Asian massage places.
But why wouldn't you? I mean, I would never go to I would never go to a strip club. He can't go to a strip club. He can't.
Yeah.
What's the next place?
Yeah, that's true.
He's got some stress to relieve. I mean, it is the day of the AFC Championship, and I'm not validating anything he's done. Listen, we've all gone through things, and we've all been stressed out in various ways. Some of us get a massage. Some of us get a happy ending. Obviously, Robert Kraft likes a happy ending. He had all the best intentions, I really do believe, but unfortunately, he probably went under bad circumstances.
Yeah, it kind of, man. That's so funny. This is what we're talking about.
Can you believe? No, it's your turn. No, it's your turn. No, it's your turn. I mean, the argument that must have went on in the back of the house. They're like, I am not going to give that old man. I'm not taking his stuff down. Not this time. Because they even give a time. They said it took about like 80 seconds. I mean, this dude did not last very long. TMZ is like hardcore.
Good for them.
Bro. I mean, dude, when you're that old, I find it hard to believe you last 80 seconds. I mean, I would probably last a lot longer. You don't get filling in your wiener until you're like 4 or 5 minutes in. So this is all interesting to me.
This is all projecture.
Yes. I was more or less amazed by the human dynamic more than anything else. I was like, wow, this guy got off in 80 seconds. Amazing. God bless him. But the fact that they were able to identify the bills was kind of crazy. You know, they knew that one was $100. One, they couldn't identify what that second dollar bill was.
So what's the next step for that?
Well, they're going to charge him. So
really,
yeah, he's getting charged, and so his he could do up to 1 year in prison.
That's not going to happen.
He will never see that. He has too many billions to do 1 year in prison. He's never going to see jail time, but they will be charging him. So he might get a fine. Big whoop. He doesn't care about that either. So right now the NFL is trying to figure out what they need to do to this guy to make it seem like it's a bigger deal than what it is. Yeah, they need to bring the rightful punishment. And how do you do that to a guy that's a billionaire that nothing else matters to him?
Well, I'm curious. Why would the NFL have anything to do with it?
What can you do to this guy? You going to damage the team? You can't damage the team.
That doesn't make any sense. You know?
I mean, you can't ban him from 6 games. So what? Ban him. He doesn't matter to the team.
Yeah, I know.
The team's going to be successful with or without him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the NFL should do anything.
But they
can't. He's an owner, you know.
But they have to do something. Like you have to do something.
Yeah, but that's if they're players. I mean, their players represent the product, not the owners.
You don't think the owners represent the product?
I don't think so.
Dude,
who's the owner? Okay, how about this?
Representation. Look at the McCaskies.
Who's the owner of the Houston Texans?
I have no idea.
Exactly. You know, nobody cares about the owners
until you get a happy ending. Then they will.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason people know who Robert Kraft is because the Patriots have won so many championships. Only reason people know who the McCaskies are is because they've been, owning the Bears, especially in Chicago, for such a long time.
And they've been old school sticklers.
Right. And, obviously the Dallas Cowboys have
Jerry Jones.
Old Jerry Jones up there, But other than that, man, I mean, I can't name, I personally can name a few more, but that's only because I've been a fan. But a lot of people don't really care what the owners do, who they are. You know what I mean?
But I bet.
And I don't think the NFL should either.
But dude, he's on TMZ.
I mean, we're not talking about like this guy. We're not talking about this guy was running a human trafficking ring. Do you know what I mean?
No, he wasn't, dude. And that's why I don't think this guy's being completely ran through the ringer.
Yeah,
because he tried to have a good time and it went completely south. He was definitely not doing anything wrong. He was just having an evening. He was stressing,
having a good time
before the game, man, and that was pretty much it. But I don't support what he did, obviously. But man, wow, it's a hell of a way to end a Super Bowl run.
Let me ask you something. What if he got caught smoking weed?
I think we'd be talking about the same thing. I think.
Really?
Unless he was in Colorado.
Would it be that big of a deal?
Would it be that big of a deal?
As compared to what they're making?
You know what, man? I would say right now, dealing with what's going on in the country, I would say no. I think weed is a lesser deal than sexual trafficking or taking advantage of somebody that probably doesn't have a green card, ideally, in our country. So, and the fact that he is a token white guy and he is a man, white on white. I mean, he is really legit, and he's got so much money. He's got billions. It also makes him an easy target. It's terrible.
Yeah, maybe they'll make him donate to it like a women's shelter or something like that.
Yeah, I think they should. Well, you know what I want to know is, what is his girlfriend reacting to this with?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he could probably care less what she thinks.
Care less.
You know what I mean? I mean, his wife passed away a few years ago, so you know.
Yeah, but it didn't take that doucher too long to get back on the horse and start riding off to the sunset to somebody else.
To be honest with you, I didn't even know that he had a girlfriend. I thought that he did, just from hearsay,
I've seen
No
photos. I mean, I don't know if it's still accurate, like if he's still dating somebody at this moment in time, but he definitely did have a girlfriend after that.
Is it like one of those things where it's like, you know, they ask her like, "What were you doing?"
You know, I've never looked it up. Her name is Ricky Noelle Lander. Is his girlfriend. She's 39 years old. And I believe Robert Kraft is maybe 70-ish.
She's 39.
39. Yeah, dude, this is very much open source. I mean,
as you can see, I've never queried this.
Well, this is the first time I'm doing it. Actually, it took a while for my cache to pull this up. It's like, are you sure you want to look this up? I'm like, yes, I do. Just goddamn it,
hit search again.
I had to hit search twice on Google.
You know how you have to click search twice sometimes.
Like even Google's like, oh, well, I guess that's what you really want to look up.
Sure,
I guess
why not?
We'll figure it out. Yeah, actually, dude, they've been together for quite some time. Surprise, surprise. Shit, it's all for love, man.
Yeah, and obviously he's not getting happy endings at home, so he's got to go somewhere else to get them.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
So that goes to show you. That goes to show you what kind of relationship it is.
No, that has nothing to do with the relationship.
I don't know, man.
How can you say that?
If guys aren't getting it at home, some guys are gonna go out there and they're gonna look elsewhere. Some dudes do that, you know. Are
you kidding me right now?
Yeah, you know that happens.
I do, but you can't justify the fact that when a guy's a douchebag, a guy's a douchebag, bro.
No, I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying a lot of times, you know, women, they will weaponize sex on dudes, and then the guys are, you know, there's a lot of guys are stupid, you know. They're like, oh fuck, you know.
She's like, hey, guess what? You're banished from sex for 2 weeks, and he's like, I can't take this shit no more.
He can't. Some guys can't, dude.
So he went off. You're saying it was her fault that he went to a Asian parlor and had a happy ending.
No, I'm not placing blame on her at all.
Well, it sure as hell sounds like you are.
No, I'm not placing blame on her. I'm just saying, you know, like, hey, maybe he can't handle it, you know, not getting off at home, you know?
Well, exactly. So you're blaming the woman.
I didn't say it was her fault. I'm just saying, you know,
so
he's not getting it home.
Well, why don't you give him access to your freaking porn account and maybe he can help himself out?
Dude, he could probably buy like X videos. Do you know what I mean?
You know, here's what we all need to address. This guy is old as hell.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
he hasn't given it up.
Dude, I don't believe this guy even has any more load left in him. He was born in 1941. I don't know how that goes backwards. Time frames, he is aged at 77.
Okay. 77. Oh, wow.
I mean, we're not talking about liquid. We're talking about smoke at this point. Maybe some shrapnel. And sand. I mean, this guy is, I don't know.
Yes. Okay, so like, okay, then that begs another question. At what age do you give it up?
So you know what? Listen, I'm 78. I've had enough. I'm done with sex. I've had enough.
You know, it's like, when are you like, man, I'm just too old for this. I can't do it anymore.
This whole banging and bouncing and shit. I'm done. I'm done with all this shit.
You know,
dude.
He's like, all I'm shooting is powdered sugar. I'm done. This is it. I can't.
I got nothing left to give.
I gave it all already.
I mean, you want a child, you better look somewhere else, girl, because you ain't getting it here.
Yeah, go look in the sink.
Girl, I'm building sandcastles. You're over here wanting something from me. Yeah, man. Wow, dude. When do you give it up? Dude, these guys don't give it up. Have you been? I mean, so I talked to a coworker, and her mother is in her 70s, and they go out to Florida and they do these. They go to these little these timeshares, these places for the older folks out there in Florida. And she says particularly the men are extremely aggressive. I mean, we're talking 70s, 80s plus. And they want to get it in, and they want to get it in now. Really? Yes. Yes, man. It seems like the older you get, the more perverted you get to some degree. Sorry, R. Kelly. Not quite you. But...
Here he comes. This dude always finds his way onto the podcast, man. Look at R. Kelly.
We warned you about that fuck weeks and weeks ago. But no, dead serious though, man. They tell me about the older the men are, sometimes the creepier they are as well. And man, they just something just maybe goes off in their head, and all they care about is one thing, man. You know, it's like they're going backwards in time. They're mentally going Benjamin Button on us.
Oh, man.
And so Robert Kraft may be a victim of that, man. 77 years old. Maybe he's only got a one-track mind.
Just needs to get it off, and that's it.
He just needs to get it off. It seems like that's it, and he doesn't care anything else about who he hurts. You know, he hurt his poor girlfriend. God, that poor lady.
I'll tell you what, dude, if you got all that kind of money, you know, it's like you would think at 77 years old you'd be over it by now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got a $6.6 billion worth with a B, as in Boricua. I really couldn't think of anything with a B at that point.
I know. I was waiting to see what you were going to come up with.
I was going to say bukkake, but that would have been a bad thing to say.
Oh, my God.
I can't say those things on the air.
Oh, my God, dude.
Or maybe I can. This is what happens when Robert Kraft does these kind of things. Robert Kraft, would you do me a favor? Do us all a favor. Just stay right, please.
He turns you out.
He messes me up, man. Anything else you got for the day?
What
else you got, man?
Oh, man. I'm good, man. That's funny. I guess we can leave it off with Robert Kraft.
Man, Robert Kraft really, he did us a number. Or we did him a number.
it's just kind of I don't know. I mean, the guy has got so much money. Is it really that important at 77?
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
Can you see that being you at 77?
If I had $6.6 billion to stop off at a speedway to get a happy ending, yes, yeah, I'd probably do it. Yeah, dude, I would definitely do that. I mean, and say I have the AFC Championship ahead of me on the same day, and I was stressed out. Yeah, I can see myself. I'm not saying I'm saying this is the correct thing to do, but I'm hoping that they're all employed properly by the U.S. government, and they are paying their taxes, and everything's correct, you know. But if I can't go to a strip joint, I'm going to do something. Try to have a little fun, loosen up in one way or another. Yes, I'm going to loosen up.
So if they have a green card, that means that makes you even less of a piece of shit, then, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, whatever helps us sleep at night, right? We all lie to each other a little bit, huh?
You show me that green card, I'll show you my AARP card, and we're all good to go. Oh my goodness! All right, man.
All right, guys. We took it off the rails a little bit tonight, but yeah. So we had a good time. If you're not following us, please follow us on Instagram, 57 Podcast, and we are on all podcast apps. Oh, actually, it's except for Pandora because it takes them absolutely forever to approve podcasts. But you can find us everywhere else.
It's
and
okay.
Thank you for the support, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, nobody listens to Pandora anyways. It's all good. Go to Spotify. Monday and Thursday, we're here every week. Catch you guys later. Peace.